All right, guys, we got a fun one for you today. And it's one of those things where I learned a hard lesson of be careful what you wish for. And this bird in question here, I just got 2 days ago. I didn't get a chance to make a video on him because I got him and I got home late and it's dark. And now it's Thursday and I have the day off and I can actually get out here and tell you guys how I came about this bird here. So I'm not going to bore you guys about pedigrees and bloodlines and things of that nature. I'm going to tell you how I got this bird. And the way I got this bird was through Andre. Andre and I were talking a couple weeks ago, and I think I had made mention, we were talking about red birds, and I had made mention that I really wanted to start looking for a good performance red. Something that performs at the level that I'm looking for, something that performs early as a young bird, because I don't race old birds, so to have a bird that performed at a 3-year-old really doesn't help me out if I'm only racing young birds. And he immediately jumped on it. He goes, dude, I got this guy Daniel. Him and I have working together on birds in the last couple months, all season long. He's got some tremendous reds. He started to tell me about the parents, and I told him, listen, don't bother me with anything but race performance. I don't really care what the parents are. I don't care what the pedigree says. It's not going to help me. I've been played too many times with pedigrees. Not that I hate pedigrees. I'm just simply saying it doesn't prove anything. I want to see what this bird did. You guys see how hard it is to get, winning birds, let alone a color bird, a red bird, because so few guys actually focus on the color. So he sends me the race results, and guys, wouldn't you know it, this bird is in fact a tremendous flyer. I think on the first race out 120, 130 miles, he was on the first drop. I think he was 2 minutes behind the winning bird. 2 weeks later at the 250, again on the first drop, maybe a minute or so from the win. And now I can tell you that Andre was there, and he in fact saw the birds come in, and he in fact saw the hawk attack and what kept the birds from trapping and potentially losing the race. But nonetheless, the bird lost the race. He wasn't on the sheet, so I'm not going to say he would have won the 250. But only a week later at the 300, he was on the winning drop, and he did win that race. So I was sold. I said, hey, if he's going to make me a good deal on a good bird, I'd like to buy the bird. So we talked to Daniel, and Daniel said, hey, let me go ahead and send this bird to the 350. Let's see how he does at the distance, and then you can decide whether or not you still want the bird. And I'm all for it. If I can get another race win out of this bird, I'm all for it. Unfortunately, the week of the 350, the bird dropped its 10th flight, and you guys know at that point there's no point in sending a bird with 9 flights, especially growing in the 10th at such a long distance. So we talked to Daniel. Daniel said, listen, I still have the nestmate. Let me send the nestmate and see what it does. At least you'll know the family can produce. So we sent the nestmate, and guys, wouldn't you know it, the nestmate won the 350 anyway. So now I'm over the moon, right? I am sold on this bird. I need to attain this bird. But which one do you get? Do you get this one that won the 300, or do you potentially get the bird that won the 350? You have to sort of make that decision. So I took the logical approach, guys, and I did the most reasonable thing I think any red pigeon loving guy would do. And I went ahead and bought both. I mean, why not? I talked to Daniel. Let me rephrase that. Andre talked to Daniel, and he made me such a good deal on both birds that I could not pass it up. We're talking 300-mile race winner. We're talking 350-mile race winner. We're talking first drop at the 130, first drop at the 250. These birds perform across the board at the same level of competition that we have here. It's I was sold. I was sold right away. Whether they're going to be good breeders, that's for us to find out. But at this point, I was ecstatic to get him. He made me such a good offer, such a good deal, that I'm even embarrassed to tell you guys what I paid for him. And I'm not going to, because I do appreciate the fact that he gave me such a good deal on both birds. And I think a lot of that has to do with Andre. Andre Andre, I guarantee you, he put in a good word for me. And Daniel, if you're watching, I don't know if you're a subscriber or not, but I really do appreciate the birds. They are phenomenal pigeons. They feel good in hand. And besides any of that, guys, they did the job, and the job at the level that I was looking for. Again, whether or not they're going to be good breeders, that's for us to find out. That's for me to prove. And I will be adding them to my main group for this year, and it's kind of the reason why I'm highlighting the birds anyway. I just wanted to thank Daniel, and obviously thank Andre, because I'm sure he put a real good word in for me, hence getting me the deal that he got me. And we're gonna go ahead and move forward with them. I think they're worth it. I know they're worth it. I don't mind spending money on a good bird, especially a bird that has performed. So hope you guys like it as well. Again, the reason I say be careful what you wish for is because I am up to my neck in pigeons. I mean, up to my neck in pigeons. I have room for 12 in here and maybe 4 in the other loft comfortably. That makes 16 birds, and I think at the moment I have 26 cockbirds, with this one being 27. So trust me, I didn't need any more pigeons, but I could not pass it up. I mean, I just could not pass winning red birds. You know how much I love reds. It's just another bird to add to the mix. Hopefully I can start something off of them. If anything, hopefully they just add to my own family and bring that much more out of them, including the red color that I love so much. Guys, I hope you liked the video. Again, you'll see more of these birds in the upcoming videos. I just thought it was a fun story, and it's one that you really should be careful what you wish for, because you know you'll end up with 2 more birds that you didn't need but you really wanted. And I think in the long run, it's a good thing. It's a good thing on our mental psyche. It keeps us going, keeps the sport going. It's fun to get a bird here and there. Don't overload your loft like I did, and now you have to make that decision of which one is going to get booted to make room for this one. But at the same time, you know, make sure it's still fun. Don't let it get stale on you, because you know there's times in the pigeon sport that it becomes pretty darn boring. And bringing in some new blood definitely livens things up. At least it does for me, guys. We'll see you on the next one.